Guys, we're back. Let's get it in. Mic check. 1, 2. Two Legit City on the mic. Y'all know what it is. We are back in the Mamba City. Diorama on the Folktails. Banging on the street light. And I'm just hearing these voices calling me, calling me. I looked up the green beans, not much. Quite healthy. Maybe just hard to digest. Maybe. Aren't green beans just gonna cause gas no matter what happens? Maybe. I'm not actually too familiar with the green beans. I just know that it's like, I'm a fan of the taste. All right, we have a drought approaching 3 days. We got all the water in the world should be set. The only thing we'd be looking at would be probably what? We would be looking at... Oh yeah, we're doing some stuff on the side. We're gonna do some rerouting of the water so that we get better power. We need one more right there. You gotta check with the doctors. Deadly smells. And you're playing volleyball all the time. Hey man, do your teammates tell you like, dude man, what are you eating? Yo man. You should be fine unless that happens, man. If your teammates don't complain like that, you should be okay. Alright, so we have the contamination barriers right here, trying to contain the red water from coming out. Works pretty good. Can't complain. Alright, we're gonna put some more dynamite on the side. Our wood is a little bit low, but I should be okay. I don't know how much of the wood is actually needed right now. Wait, watered and healthy. Does that mean this is just not planting anything? How come no one's planting right there? Maybe they were just a little bit lazy for the day. Perfectly fine. Alright, I don't want to demo this yet. I want to wait. Maybe that's what I need to do though right now. It wouldn't be bad, I guess. Famous last words. So what this does is that the water accumulates a little bit more now because we made more space. That might mean that we might get more floods. Hopefully that's not a big problem. Looking at this planks and gears, we're letting that stack up. We're still trying to make dynamite. Are we? Explosives we are. Okay. We got the water. This is going all right. Our water storage at 1,000 is chilling. We were setting up a new kind of like living area to try to make it a little bit more camp focused. And I think I wanted to start bombing some of the housing because we wanted to have a basement, which wouldn't be bad. These guys are hanging out. We don't need this water tank. Planting trees. Oh, we were gonna do maple trees here. I think that's what we were waiting for, so that we could start tapping it. And then for the most part, yeah. We probably want to move the grilled spatter dock. Bread's right here too. And then what we don't have is chestnuts. Alright, so we need to get chestnuts, and that's a tree type. We're gonna have to figure that out, where we're gonna want to grow those. And then... we could just replace these trees in the back for chestnuts. I'm not sure if that's what we want to do, though. Looking great so far, though, with our little storage block. We got the terraces right here. It's looking all right. Got a campfire in the back. Chillin'. We could technically get a tiny house right here, but I don't want to connect the street, so I don't think I want to do that. We could also get the 3 wide right here on both sides, make it a little bit better. So far it's okay though. I'm probably happy with the housing. Okay, so let's get some more of the Lados. Everyone gets one. And then they get the water access that way. Everyone gets their own little Lado area, campfire, rooftop terraces. Not bad. We're up to 20 well-being. A lot of the storage is handled. I don't think we need anything else. And we did want to keep these here. We want wood. Oh, these are our chestnuts right here. Ah, chestnut synergy. And then we're not cutting these, right? Yep, okay. Got the sunflowers right there, dandelions. Everything's working pretty well. These birches are being cut for wood, most likely. Adding in the dynamite. Alright, so I do want to do the landscaping here. Alright, we could reach the back. So this is... Oh, this one can't be reached. It should be fine. We kind of got to let everything kind of do its thing. I think I need to do top layer first, because I want to start trimming this up to the sledge. Right? Clean that up if possible. I don't think we'll be able to, though. So what that might mean, then, is... we might want to do this. There we go. There wasn't a path before, and that's kind of weird. At least we're fine now. Okay, so we have a lot of rust, or, well, scrap metal. Proper metal is at 119. We are healthy with that. Really good so far. So all we really need to kind of work out right now is the power setup. And then I need to start to get the dirt excavator right here, I think. Alright, so... 2K science. Oh my god, that's exactly where it needs to be. Okay, so I think they need me to dynamite this for this to work. And then we start trimming down from there. I'm hoping that's going to be good. So we should be stocked and everything. The only thing we kind of need right now is sunflowers. Everything else is pretty much maxed out. Spatter dock, a little bit of wheat for bread. Otherwise, we should be good. Processing the materials. We're going to get the areas kind of looking a little bit better. Can't complain, can't complain. Storage block is chilling. Not bad, not bad. So we don't need the waterway overspill because of how this works. Auto top off. It's kind of funny. I mean, I can't be mad. It works. So we do kind of need to wait for wood right now. We're just going to let this rock. Because getting the power wheels is going to be the next thing, right? So while we want power, we're going to be doing water wheels, most likely. Drought has started. Alright. I will pause the water so we don't debate ourselves. 6 days of drought. This is not bad. We can tank that. Construction site lacks materials. That's fine. Everything's gonna be okay. So right now we're having a drought. Not really much we could do. Doing the science right now. And for the most part, we could pause the other things. I guess we should. Let's pause that. Pause this. Pause that. Pause this. All the woodworking stuff is paused. We have one unemployed, which is fine. Other people are going to be doing the scientist stuff. The builder's hut and the hauling post is maxed out. That's kind of nice. That is kind of nice. We could actually pick up like 2 tiles right here of more wheat field space. Don't really need to though. So we can't make dynamite right now. Damn, we chilling then. Dude, we can't do anything right now because we're kind of just waiting. We gotta wait for wood. We gotta wait for the power to turn back on. I can't do anything without wood. So we literally just kind of have to wait. Maybe we convert this side right here into like a local tree field for the time being. Otherwise, I wouldn't know what else we would do with that area. We kind of do want some more trees. We just got to get a better power spine. I 100% need to figure that out. Gotta get this power spine in place. So we know that we want to run the batteries up top. We want to get the water coming down and then going this way. We want to get the wheels as it goes this way. We want to get dirt so that we could expand the side a little bit. Yeah, for the most part, we kind of have to wait and see. We could also keep the water like this. I mean, we don't have to expand the dirt. We kind of just need to figure out how we want to do the power setup right here. Which I think what we want to do is... This, I don't know, needs to be there. We need to pull this down, I think. Right, we want this to be here. And then we want everything in sequence. And I think what might be better is... We might want to try to have the water go straight down before we roll it, maybe? I'm not sure how we want to do that. We gotta wait though. Now the elevator for the power, 400. This works, right? With the sluice. So we do 1, 2. We use the far left corner to be a power spine. I think that works. So we would want to do here, here, here. I don't know if I'll be able to actually do that. We'll do as much as we can. Alright, we kind of have to wait for this. 19 wood, we chillin'. I kind of want to make this deeper right here so we actually hold some water. So how is Timberborn like against compared to Storm? Against the Storm is more objective based that doesn't have to deal with survivability. right? So it's a very different game. It's like tropical versus city skylines. You could argue they're both city builders, but there is a big difference in how you play the games, right? Tropical is like you kind of have some objectives, some random targets, and then you kind of just have to MacGyver your way there, whatever it is you're given, versus actually trying to create like a balance, right? So it's very different in how it plays. And then at that point, it kind of is chalked up to your personality. Because if you think about it, it becomes a thing of whether or not you like the balancing aspect or if you like the pick up and play aspect. Different approaches. I can't really compare the two. They're pretty different. This map is very small to chill. It is. We got the smallest map in the game. The thing with Against the Storm, though, is that you're not really gonna care about survival. You're just trying to make sure the queen's happy. Right? Trying to get to the whatever goal it is. Don't get wrecked. But yeah, very different. We've gone through half the water because we're at 1200. And the drought's gonna be over. Give me my water. Alright, here's smelter. We're gonna go with the explosives. We gotta turn on the gist mill. I don't think we do treated planks. I don't think we need any more, although it'd be nice to make later on. Water's back, baby. Nice. Hey man, we need some water over here too. What about us over on this side? No flood? No water movement. Hey man. There we go, water movement. What about up here? There we go. A little bit of a spillage. Not bad, not bad. I'm not gonna lie. Timberborn is a pretty good base for one of those like colony builders. Kind of like Oxygen Not Included. But you know, what it does to kind of carve out its own little niche is very different. No, it's not always something happening. Let's see, a comparable game to this. It's kind of like RimWorld without all the chaos. So if you take RimWorld and you take out all the raids, you take out all the combat, you take out all the social interactions, so no one gets mad at anyone, that's kind of what you have. That's this game. The only thing you add on top of it is the fact that you get water physics and the dam playstyle. You know, retaining water, having water flow, surviving the drought. That's the core aspect that's different. But from the most part, it's kind of like RimWorld without all the chaos. Right? Because instead of pawns, you're managing beavers. The individual pawns don't matter as much. And then you're just trying to keep them fed, keep them healthy, survive the seasons. Yeah. Wouldn't call it a city builder, right? It's more of a colony builder because it's beavers, right? But I guess you could argue with the type of stuff you could make with the, you know, the 3D building, which is probably the main thing about this. You're building on a 3D world, right? Compared to like a lot of the games are 2D. It's top-down, flat games. There's a little bit of depth here, so you can play around with the water. I would say Timberborn's pretty good. There is a little bit of a brutalness, for lack of better words, where if you don't understand the objective in the beginning of the game, it's gonna be tough. You're gonna lose almost immediately. However, if you do understand the beginning and you get the right setup to get it started, it's pretty hard to like properly lose. There's only like 2 to 3 points in which your colony can fail, and it's normally in the beginning. Yeah, the funny thing is that when you lose, it's gonna lose at the very beginning. So it becomes this thing where it's like, yeah, you lose, but you know, I don't know if you learn anything from it because you lose so fast in the beginning. And it stems from the fact that you run out of wood. So without wood, you can't do anything in the game. Now, there is 100% refund when you sell stuff. So you could try to like sell something to get something so that you could get more wood. But a lot of the times it's like just figuring out the first handful of steps. Once you get that done, you should be good. But yeah, Polak, if you have any questions about the beginning, let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna leave you to it. I don't want to spoil it, right? You know what it is. The wood's going up, 93. We're making planks. Everything's pretty good. We're not making planks, actually. We're using planks. Feels bad. Just pouring some coffee right now. How's everyone in chat, man? How was everyone's weekend? What'd you guys do? Both plank makers are off. No, it's not. This one's on. Oh, no, the gear workshop. This one's on. Wait, no. No, the plant makers. You're right. The gear guy was on. I had the wrong machine on. Now you might check the game out sometime. Yep. But yeah, everything is very intuitive. It's just that when you play this game, it kind of gives you a taste for it, and you kind of just wonder, man, I kind of want more. That might be how I would describe this game. Not that it's a bad game, it just leaves a little bit to be desired, which is kind of where it's at right now. It's getting development. It's just not at the stage of the game that I wish it was at. Might be where I would put the game. But it's there, man. There's a lot of potential. Oh my god, look at all this room for activities. Oh man. Good stuff, boys. Good stuff. Alright, we're working out the landscape up there. We're working up the landscape up there. Oh, I need to turn on my water because we're going through the storage. Oh man, guys, I played a lot of Path of Exile over the weekend, and I feel the carpal tunnel. I need to take a break from that game, man. But the scary thing is that I think next week new update comes out, so new classes and stuff, fun times. Good news is that my build is working out. Bad news is that I got a new cracked out idea for a new build. God damn it. I have a new build idea, dude. It sounds so stupid, but I think if I could get it to work, it'd be kind of fun. I want more of this, is what I feel when I tame a volcano after many attempts and rewatching the guides in Oni. Oh, I see you. You want something that's a little bit difficult. What were you playing, Chaos Monk? Yeah, but I'm using well, it's weird. I basically realized that I'm leaning into something that I shouldn't be leaning into with Acolyte, which is basically Chaos Monk. The other one is Elemental Monk, right? Because of how they lean into it with the Ascendancies. I realized that I needed to give up Poison entirely because it was never going to be scalable. And I focused on just damage. So I'm playing a weird version of Elemental Monk, but I'm using a crossbow. but it works pretty well. Like, it plays very satisfying. It's just it kind of sucks on survivability, so I'm trying to get a little bit more tanky. No, I meant I want more. Feeling like you feel in Timberborn. I feel like the Oni sometimes. Oh, you want it to be a cozy game. That's hard, because the thing with cozy games is that they tend to not be as replayable unless you love the game. Right? Cozy games are the games where it's like, it's a great, fun little game, and it hits all the right notes in terms of like things you enjoy. The problem is that they typically can't be replayed that often. I feel you over there though. Yeah, Timberborn's a nice little cozy feel. Seeing the things work the way you intend. Very intuitive process. Searoy though, I got this crazy idea, man. That shouldn't work. I'm hoping it does. I'm gonna be making a poison stampede build. It's gonna be so stupid. There's a move called Stampede where you run around. And I was thinking there are either two things I could do with that. And I'm making a Pathfinder, leveling it up so that I could get 9 to 12 stacks of poison. So the idea is that I'm running by, just dropping AoE by everybody. Get up to 9 stacks. The problem with it that might make it not as good is that you have to get poison chance on your own. Normally, the Pathfinder has a guaranteed poison skill, which is what they use normally, so you don't have to invest in poison chance. You literally have to invest in poison damage or tick rate, right? Faster ticks, right? Faster damaging ailments, magnitude of poison damage. So I'm thinking I don't know if it's gonna be strong, but I know that I could probably run around. Yeah, the crop duster build. I'm gonna make it, man. That sounds fun. You basically run Stampede, but instead of running like Aftershock and Armor Break, you stack damage, physical damage, which you would anyways, right? Because it's Armor Break. I mean, because it's Stampede, and then that automatically goes into poison damage because you're stacking physical. And then if I could get up to like 8 to 9 stacks and I'm stampeding everywhere, like I'm just running around, everything's getting poisoned. That sounds fun. Also easy on the carpal tunnel. I want to see. It's just gonna take some time for me to level it up, actually work out a build, because I'm gonna be going into. I need to weigh out whether or not it's worth it going into the warrior tree, grabbing all the nodes there, versus staying in the Pathfinder area, because I have to travel through mercenary. So it's like, we'll see. And I also don't know. You guys that play PoE, man, is there like a favorite you guys have when it comes to armor type? Like, do you guys prefer hit points? Or maybe you guys prefer evasion? You know what I'm saying? Because right now, I'm realizing that because I'm playing my monk as a crossbow user, my tree, like if this is the center, I'm grabbing energy shield and chaos inoculation. And then I have to go all the way down to here to grab the mercenary stuff so that my crossbow damage goes up. So like my passive tree is like a long line on the back edge. So I'm thinking I'm gonna switch from evasion energy shield to something else. I just don't know if it's worth it. So I'm curious about you guys, man. Do you guys have a preference when it comes to defensive layers? Do you guys only do, you know, evasion, only do health, only do energy shield? Chaos inoculation, I imagine, is the popular thing, right? But yeah, I'm thinking I could switch armor types, and then we could move all those points I'm using to travel to grab stuff along the way instead. Defense options, very patch path. I usually avoid evasion. Yeah, I'm starting to get insta-gibbed on map 15. I could do it normally, no problem. But sometimes I just randomly get one-shotted by a melee attack. And it's like I have 81% evasion, and it's not good enough. Because it's like I'll clear the map, no problem. Boss, no problem. And then while I'm doing it, I'll randomly just lose. Oh, it's a fast mob. He ran up to me before my siege cascade could hit. And then as a result, he actually landed the hit. I got a anointment. I got a damage one. Also, a lot of them are expensive, man. Some of the breach resources you need to get the anointment is expensive. You gotta get the distilled iron and stuff like that. Not bad, not bad. But yeah, I did get some of that. I just don't have all the resources for like the best skills. But I got a offensive one. Increased AoE. You can't anoint notables. So the large nodes, like Chaos Inoculation, Mind Over Matter, Fire God, those end ones, you can't anoint that because they're notables, right? So you normally have to path to the notables and grab some of the non-notables that are not the minor nodes. Oh right, yeah. So yeah, I can't do that. That was something I checked though, because I was like, dude, if I could anoint Chaos Inoculation, that'd be so much better. Save my points. But yeah, right now I'm trying to figure out defensive layers. I'm running Frost Nova, dude, so that I get AoE knockback around my character. So if I'm running around, I get swarmed, I just hit Frost Nova and run away. I'm running Siege Cascade. I'm running the nerfed Siege Cascade. Haha. You kind of like armor evasion. That was what I was thinking about getting. Armor evasion instead of grabbing energy shield evasion. I was looking at that, man. Funny enough, you say that. Alright, this doesn't work because of the tiles on the right. Okay. Does that mean I need a levy here? And then I could do it? Oh, yeah. Because I was like, if that's going to be where the dirt gets mined, I probably don't want to put a levy there. Alright, so we're going to need treated planks for this. That's going to be fun. We're going to stop the gears. Actually, we'll keep the gears. We'll just make treated planks along the way. And we just need wood. We're running Siege Cascade, high velocity rounds. Dude, high velocity rounds, I thought was the most satisfying skill for Mercenary. And I really wanted to make it work. I finally got it to work. And it's kind of interesting. I should play it this week, show you guys how the build's working out. Do my 15s. It's not bad. The only thing that kind of sucks is that I compared it, man. I didn't realize this, but if you play crossbow, it doesn't show you DPS. It shows you damage. So what the problem is that since you have to manually reload with a crossbow, the attack speed doesn't really multiply properly. Right? Because you shoot, reload. Shoot, reload. And because of that, you don't get a proper DPS. I realized that I'm already out damaging my monk, the invoker, per hit. It's just my invoker swings like 50 times a second. So because of that, my invoker is doing 66,000 DPS. And my acolyte's doing 7k. But my 7k is the flat damage per hit. And I was like, oh, okay, so my damage is not bad. I just need to Scale up attack speed. Maybe get crit chance. Yeah, that'd be okay. Ooh, this is gonna be clean. Splash. Alright, we're gonna bop this. Can we reach the corner? If we can, we're good. That's usually all we gotta do. Since I'm feeling a little bit of carpal tunnel, guys, I am gonna grab something. Armband for myself. I'll be right back. We got it, boys. I got the compression sleeve. We're gamers now. Helps out my carpal tunnel. Alright. No power, kind of sucks. Let's turn this off. Bad water season's going through its thing. Ooh, chestnuts are up. We're gonna be growing chestnuts soon, boys. Right, good stuff, good stuff. So these are gonna have to be closed. It's fine. I'm not too worried about it. We're out of explosives. Kind of sucks. And then we gotta make this. Okay. So the problem with this is that I don't have the ingredients. And then not only that, we don't sit here properly. We need to redo this. So how do you treat carpal tunnel? You either strengthen the part of the body, right, without doing as much repetitive motion, so that you could strengthen the area. Posture, position. Sometimes it's not carpal tunnel, it's just one of the nerves on your arm is getting pressure, and it's like restricting blood flow, and that's all it is. But yeah, posture, sitting position relative to where your arms are. You know, there's a lot of things they could be. All I know is that my left hand goes numb sometimes. And I want to say it's the carpal tunnel. I started feeling this when I leaned over and put my elbow on my bed. Because I was giving Mama's head rubs. So I started feeling this. So I'm thinking it might be just a pinched nerve. Right? Because I bent my arm at the elbow and I was resting on my bed, giving Mama his head rubs. And then my left hand started to go numb. I was like, oh, this is not good. Hopefully it's nothing bad. The beavers are chilling, the water is off. We got 3.7 days of bad water. So we chilling, we good. We're gonna get chestnuts, boys. Dandelions, chestnuts, it's gathering. 20 dandelions. Hopefully that's gonna be fine. Maybe I should put a water wheel here. Force constant water. And that's always gonna give me power. Technically, huh? Could be a thing. Could be a thing. Kind of meme though, but it would work. All right, we chilling. 145, not bad. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All the trees here are chopped. So we move the chestnuts to here. I only felt discomfort in the office, but the guy said I need a monitor higher up, desk to match the chair support so the hand is flat. Never had any issues since. Yeah, you don't want your elbows to be up. You want your elbows like relaxed. Elbows kind of like at 90 degrees, right? And then you want to look straight ahead. Might have been my posture then. Feels bad. All right, so I'm not gonna lie. What was I gonna grow back here? What was I gonna grow back here? Oh, maple syrup. Not oak trees, maple trees. Yeah, so we're gonna grow maple trees so that we get maple syrup. Yeah. That's what we needed. That's what we needed. I forgot about that. Sometimes you need a little bit of maple syrup. Pro gamer pose during Oni challenges, maybe. I got my headband on, man. You name it. Got my headband on and everything. Alright, I don't like that I have to do this. But I know we'll have to at some point. So we'll do 2 and then we have to put a triple on there, huh? It's gonna be a little off. I think it'd be fine though. Maple trees coming up. We're gonna be getting the maple biscuits. Oh, that's gonna be the next food building, right? Second bakery. Maple pastries. All right, one's for bread, one's for maple pastries. Chestnuts, spatter dock, and potatoes. Nice. So this is gonna be more or less our little cooking area, water storage. It's pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. You know what I'm thinking about doing? Putting the water storage on top of the water. Put a little bit of a, you know, elevated area, extend it out. And then put the water right there. That could work out, man. Put it on the side. Not bad. Because I want to get a second water thing. Right now, we're just trying to make this efficient. There is also part of me that wants to make a water tank so that we could hold the water. We just need to figure out how that's going to work. But I think it's going to be possible. I don't know if the game's going to give it to me, though. It's going to be a little bit awkward. But yeah, this is going to be the key to it. Tree to planks, we're going to need a lot. Maybe we could turn off the smelter. Oh, we used up all the metal scrap. No way. We used up all the metal scrap. There's only 2 left. No way. Okay, there's 26 scrap metal in here. Okay, that's not bad. We're actually... Ooh, we self-flooded. Alright, it drained out pretty fast, though. A little bit of water is fine. How much metal to build the mine? Dude, I have a scrap tower right here, though. So I'm really not worried about losing metal. You don't need metal for the mine. Let's go. That's kind of nice. You don't need metal for the mine. That makes it kind of convenient. Oh, wait. This gives you science? Wait, hold up. I didn't know they made that upgrade. You have an option to generate science from the mine. I like that, man. That's kind of cool. The only problem is that this is 4,000 science, so we don't actually have the, No, what happened? My carrots are gonna flood. Save the carrots. What are we doing over here? No, the box of carrots. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, man. I am not a fan of carrots. I want to say it's because I don't like sweet food as much as I like savory food. Dude, when is this flood gonna go away, man? There we go, we're alive. Let's go. I gotta say, man, not a fan of carrots. Not a fan of carrots, man. Don't know what it is. I just not a fan. Not a fan, not a fan. Alright, I'm gonna do that so that we could try to get this build a little bit faster. Because I want to go all the way around. I do think I'm gonna demo this line right here. I do think we demo this line so that we get the nice L shape. Kind of nice. Kind of nice. Also allows us to hold a little bit more water up top. Right? Kind of cool, kind of cool. You know what I'm also thinking about doing? I'm thinking about making the pool deeper. Well, we probably don't make that one deeper. We make this one deeper. Makes a lot of sense. And then if this is deeper, we hold more water here, so the plant life stays healthy, even though it's going to be, you know, bad water season or droughts. Wouldn't it be bad? Chestnuts coming out soon. And we got planks. They're keeping it at 21. All right, let's start looking at the monuments. We could do farmers' monuments. This is probably going to be the easiest. We get the 200 wood. 400 planks. That's a little bit tougher, but we will be able to do that. Found a joy. And then earth recultivator. My goodness. $20,000 science. All right, it's going to be some time before we get to that point. The only thing we could... I want to finish landscaping this. I was going to say we could start landscaping the side of the mountain to get a better switchback setup. You know, make everything a little bit nicer. I think we need to wait for that, though, to be honest. Chill out a little bit. Yeah. Oh, water's off still. Turn this back on. Alright, so the power's providing. We have the wood right now. We kind of need to just wait for the explosives, man. It's kind of wild. Beavers are injured. We have a bunch of unemployed. Why is everyone unemployed? Alright, we don't need the builders, which is true. So I guess these guys not having builders is fine. Everything else is being worked at. Can't really be too worried about this then. It's working, it's working. Scrap finder is going to clear out the area, make it a little bit nicer for us. Died due to contamination. Wait, doesn't that mean then that this didn't work? the low setup diagonally like that. So I did run hard corner here. I need to pay attention to this, whether or not this is okay. This is a diagonal corner. I want to see if the red water season here is going to bop us. It's on the other side of the sluice. I want to see if that contamination barrier actually helps us, so we have to wait. Wow, the numbness kind of went away with compression bands. Shout out to the pressure sleeves. It's not bad. Alright, we do have a lot of metal. I'm gonna pause this, just because we have a lot. The first... So we have it down here, 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 and under the bridge. Which one is the first one you're looking at? Under the bridge does nothing. So do I have to do it here? Oh, you're saying that because water gets on this, it doesn't help. Ah, I see. So you're saying, oh, you can't put it on the sluice. So it's saying right here? And then for that to work, I kind of need this. I guess I have to put that there, but I need the path for now. So I kind of have to not put that there yet. Wow, I need to bridge in the beginning. That's what they want me to do. That works. I mean, I can't be mad. And then I could demo this. Demo the contamination barriers underneath. Alright, I'm pretty sure I demo all this. And we have to put bombs here. We'll do it from the top layer once we get it. But yeah, we need all the workers making explosives. Having all the haulers means we're fine, so we just kind of have to wait for the beavers. We're doing all right. Doing okay. We got to get paper at some point, too. I'll probably want to get paper soon. We're going to do that after the power, though. A lot of steps. A lot of excessive steps. I would say this is excessive. We're doing things that technically, you know, a little bit on the excessive side. I think it's good to do, though. So we need to make the double gravity battery setup back here. I think it's going to work. And then we need to work on getting this up, getting dirt. Extending this out a little bit. Just a little bit. I'll have to see whether or not we lose planning space by adding tiles there. But it's not bad, not bad. People of chat, man. What would you want in the game if you had to... if you were the king beaver for the day, What would you want in the game? Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? I'm not saying you actual king of beavers, but if you was the dev, zip line. Yo, man, isn't that already in? We just gotta wait for that to go live, right? That's a thing already, right? We don't need to do any much more for that. Why is everyone injured, dude? Everyone wants to hang out by the blueberries. So next one is what? Zip lines, and I think they gave us canals. Is that what it is? I did ask for a canal system. I remember talking about wanting that just because of the fact that I feel like beavers should naturally move faster in water. Explosives is #1 injuries. You know, that's probably correct. I just never saw my injured list go up to 5 people before. Okay, it's back down to 3, so it's not that bad. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Canals I thought made a lot of sense so that they could use the water as a travel method, swimming over running. I thought that made a lot of sense. Ooh. All right, so the idea here is once we get this built, this is 1-2 blocks. We're gonna get a 3-block setup. Right? So we're gonna put that on top of the dynamite, not right now, after it's blown up, and then we could stand on it and demo this one. We need to do that because we're gonna want 2 gravity batteries, 1 and then 2. But then this one's not gonna do much, so we're gonna have to extend it. So we're just gonna demo this down so we put both of these side by side. Question, if I have 2 gravity batteries side by side, are they already sharing power? Because that's what I'm hoping to try to get. If they go like that, are they sharing power? In blue, so it's gray and then blue. Okay. We're not building this yet. We're not building this yet. You can build infinite down. Yeah. So I'm trying to stand here, finish this, put a 3-level plat, and then off of that, we demo this one. Nice. All right, now the real reason we have the street here is so that we could do this. I think we demo this all the way. They could build 3x3 below. Okay. I see you. I see you. So you're saying I can't do that though, right? Because I wouldn't be able to walk on the bridge. You can't cross the rope, dude. That's the thing I hate about bridges. Why does it have to be like that? You can't go right, left. No, but you can't walk over the rope. Right? That's what I'm saying. You can't cross right here. Or am I wrong with that? I thought that this rope prevents you from having that. No, they can't. Oh, no, yeah, this way. Yeah, from that way. I didn't realize that. I was like, you cross right here. You're kind of screwed. They could reach. Okay. I mean, I guess if they could reach, can't be mad. Alright, so we do this setup from here. Nice demo. Ooh, blew up the path. Nice. Alright, get rid of the stairs. And then we gotta do the landscaping. Can they reach the back corners? That's all that matters. And they can. Alright, so we're gonna flatten this area. Right? So that we're gonna be able to have space all on the even surface so that the power connections are easier. This is reachable. We just don't have dynamite. Okay, cool. Drought started 1.1. Let's turn this off. And I think that means I have to do this as well, right? And we could do that from the bridge. That's kind of nice. All right, 5 unemployed. That's okay. Missing a lot of dynamite. 6-day drought. Alright, so because we can do this, we should probably start trying. Okay. This probably should be how I do this. There we go. Running the wheels, boys. Back to the hamster wheels. So guys, you know how it is. We're back on the wheels. The wheels are the classic power source. Y'all know what it is. Free gym. I mean, is running on the wheel better than swimming? I feel like that's a downgrade, man. Isn't swimming known as like the full body workout? Isn't that also a better form of cardio as it's easier on your knees? I guess if the beavers don't know how to swim, question mark, they're a beaver though. I guess it could be a thing. I just don't think it is. They don't think it be like it is, but it do. Really do be like that sometimes. Yo, man. Do the beavers know how to swim? They should, right? It's instinctual. Beavers are born in the water. They pop out of the mama's belly knowing how to swim. Don't know if any of that's true, I'm just assuming. Aw, yes. We got the wheel runners. Good stuff, good stuff. We're out of explosives, as we always are. I feel like, I should have played a bigger map. Because technically with a larger map, we could have potentially did something with the bad water as a power source. Which probably would have been better. You usually got a home inside a dam or a hill mount inside of the pool, with entrances below the water surfaces. Ah, they chillin', man. I see, I see. So they gotta know how to swim. Gotta wonder if that's an instinctual technique, though. Like, do they just know how that works from the get-go? Or did they have to be taught? Kids can't leave until they learn. That's fair. That's fair. Oh, medical bed under the storage. Can I put a contemplation spot there? No, I can't. Sure. Contemplation spot. Why not? By the mountain. We're happy with the population. Food is great. We got chestnuts. Nice. Guys, what do you call nuts on the fire? These nuts. Hey, got them. The kids can't leave until they learn. I wonder if there's like a beaver that's like, you gotta know how to swim. You gotta pass the swimming exam. I wonder if there's a thing like that. Hey, man. You gotta learn how to swim upstream without a paddle. And if you could do that, you're free. But if you can't do that, you gotta go back to learning in the kiddie pool. Dude, that's imagining that's how it is, right? You got a little kiddie pool for the beavers to learn how to swim. And then once they learn how to swim, they go to the actual river. I could see that happening. Kids gotta learn somehow, man. 2.7 more days of the drought. Man. Outside of power, you have to wait for the trees to grow. I feel like there needs to be more things to do in this game that helps with the colony growth, right? Because while the game kind of, like, you understand a gameplay loop, it's pretty intuitive how you kind of have the beaver survive. The problem is that there's a lot of, like, lull periods where I feel like you're not doing anything, you're just waiting. And that's never a good thing, because it just feels like a time waster, right? You're just waiting for the trees to grow. You're waiting for the drought season to end. I feel like there needs to be an interaction somewhere that lets you either better the colony or like something that you could do to improve. The problem is that I feel like there's not a lot you could really do. Well, we actually have all the science. And then the builders are going to be the second spot right here for worker priority because we're not building. We just got some wheels, so some of the machines are on. It's just that it's like, when you're waiting for wood, you can't do anything. Because that stops everything else from working. So it becomes a thing where it's like, do you want to have other sources of wood? Like, there's a planter that did not have done anything for many cycles. Oh, this guy? The forester over here. I mean, he's true. Technically. This guy, too, has not been doing anything. I guess we could pause this guy. And then... I guess we're maxed out on the scrap metal, so this guy's paused. The gatherer is waiting for the chestnuts. Dandelions are grown, but we're maxed out. Man, realistically, though, it's like, I feel like we do need something else to do. I just don't know what you'd be able to give the beavers to work on, to kind of have as like a side thing. I feel like with the existing things, you can't really influence it anymore, and you kind of need to introduce like a new mechanic. I just don't know what that new mechanic needs to be. Not gonna lie, man. I feel like the neutral faction would be really nice. Oh, on the other map, you do terraforming? I mean, that's based off of explosives, though, right? Dude, man, I'm like waiting for explosives the entire stream. Because we're using so much of it already for terraforming. I'm getting dirt. I just don't have the treated planks. We're almost there. Hangovers. The overhangs. Can you spill water on this? Does that work? Or does the water fall through? I don't know if what I'm saying even makes sense. Wait, so you put an overhang, and then you could put dirt on top of the overhang, and then water does not go through the overhang? Is that what you're saying? Dirt of planks. Not the terrain block? Or plank. Oh, okay. Okay. So I could do something like this. I could do something like that. So let's say water's up top and it's spilling in. I could have this overhang here and then seal up the left side so we get a tank of water, and then the extra water spills off the top. And then this is the overhang base. And then let's say we have dirt on top. That works. And then I have empty space down below. What's going on, Hunter? How's the beaver colony going? Yo, man, we need more dynamite. We do. We're trying to get all the dynamite in the world. It's a little bit of a struggle right now. No, not the unlocked. I just want to... This is possible, right? Okay. We got a cracked out idea we got to try then. The only problem is that I feel like I need to get everything ready. I need to get everything ready before we even attempt it, man. So we'll have to see if it works. Dude, my beavers are getting hurt, though, from making explosives. Hope you had a good weekend, though, Hunter. Everything all at once, yeah. Otherwise, man, you know, you got to build it during the drought period. Otherwise, you have a bad time, I feel like. So we got to prep all the wood. We got to prep all the stuff. You know what I kind of want? I want a neutral faction that you could trade water for honey, but then they put the honey on logs. So when you eat the honey, you get wood as a byproduct. And make it something minuscule, like 1 honey per wood or something like that. And then make it so that the honey is like a, you know, a higher value food item for the well-being. Right? That could be kind of tight. It'll be like the honey logs from Angry Beavers. Weekend was good. Spent most of the time playing a new game. Nice. Awesome. What was the new game, man? What was the new stuff that you was playing? Alright, since we have water back, I don't think we need to run the wheels anymore, right? These are all paused. Oh, this is set? Oh, man, that's nice. Blatch. Alright, more water. Abiotic factor. I just flooded myself up the yin yang. We good? We good? We good. Nice. Not that bad, not that bad. Alright. Should be good, should be good. Good. Set that up. Still doing these over there. Alright, we could start thinking about the power setup now. Oh, can't be reached by builders. I don't want to put it here. I guess we should, though. It kind of works out. Half one life. Half one. Wait. Half one. Half-Life 1-esque survival. That's impressive. Half-Life 1-esque. All this got built. Wow, okay. So we kind of have to bop this. Bop that. Feels bad. Bop this, bop that. Alright, we have to do here, 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 here. There we go. And this is gonna need power, right? Yeah, we're gonna have to connect that in a little bit through the back. Alright. Build that stuff so we get access back up here. We need to run the power spine up this. Okay, we need to start demoing that so that we could use the space. Alright, so I kind of want to run this in the middle, but probably not. Settings are Half-Life 1, playing scientist. Everything else is survival. Food, water, crafting, progression. Oh, that's interesting. Taking Half-Life and making it into a survival game. I imagine you get attacked. We could do double wheels. Right? We could do that. But I feel like we end up having way too much power. So we know we're gonna get rid. No, we keep that one. I feel like I'm gonna get rid of this. I guess there's no such thing as too much power. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus random night events. Ooh, sounds like Phasmophobia. Oh, damn, I just got hiccups. Dude, that split second when you have hiccups and don't know if it goes away. Yeah, I think it's good. Yeah, okay. Ooh, hiccups, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a fan. Alright, so I was wanting to do this in the middle, and the logic was I wanted to run power differently. Because I didn't want to use the land space to run actual, like, shafts for power. I didn't really like that. So I was thinking about either using the left side or top or bottom side to run a power line. Now, if we do a centered line, which would probably make the most sense, I probably want to do like that, right? Something like this. And then if anything, we probably don't add dirt here, but we add dirt here. Means less per wheel. Meh. Regardless, I don't have enough wood to do this. So we're gonna have to, Oh, damn, how much longer for my oak trees? 60, it's gonna be a while. Alright, man. We might have to plant trees here. Alright, so let's not care about throughput. Let's just put it in the middle. We'll add 4 wheels like that. I think I will want to run a plank system like this. And then if we want, we could extend it down this way. Either across this way, and then we'd run the wheels here. Or we run the plank this way and run the wheels on that side. So it's down and then up at the same time. Now the problem with that, we don't have the wood to be able to afford this. It's a problem, it's a problem. And then realistically, I don't have a way to get there, right? So what we probably do is... yeah, we'll just do it like that, why not? That way my beavers have something to do. Alright, let's get this on priority so that we can try to get the trees planted. Like, real talk, that's kind of what we need right now. We just need wood. Classic, man. Always need wood. Alright, treated planks, pine resin. We are gonna cut the pine trees again. Feels bad. Chestnuts are low. I don't want to chop that then. The birch trees are gonna get chopped. I probably don't want to chop the maples. That's a 28-day wait. So we're gonna, you know, keep that healthy. We are out of water because I never turned it back on. Oh my god. I didn't even realize that. No drought right now. No one noticed. Feels bad. Get the water, boys. Wait. 15 workers not working? Is it because they're out of water, dude? No available workers in the district. So we have 5, 9, 6 people aren't working. And is it because building lacks power? Oh, this is not supposed to be on. Alright, I guess we don't make maple pastries because we don't have syrup yet. Oh, we gotta get a syrup container. Syrup is water? Maple syrup, okay. Let's get the medium syrup tank. Maple syrup behind the bakery. Just kind of makes sense. Not the same as an employee. Gotcha. So that's 5, 9. I have 2 people that are working but not working. I think that's one of them, and then there's a second guy somewhere. Either way, we have water now, so we should be okay. And with the water coming back, we should be able to have everyone working. 3 injured. Maybe that's the difference. Or no, that's already calculated in, right? So we have 9, 10. There's one job that's not working somewhere. Not sure what that one job is. Regardless, though, we kind of have to wait. Chopping the pine trees because we have pine resin. Oh, treated planks. I guess we don't need this for now since the dirt excavator is up. The only reason we would need it would be for the monuments, which is a good reason. It's a good reason we need the monuments. Kind of makes sense. Kind of makes sense. Man, what other resources do beavers use? Do they use mud or clay? Or is it just wood? Maybe no gears for the moment? Don't we need it for this? Oh, we have enough. Okay. Yeah, we paused the gears, sure. So that's all 9 workers right here. 5 science, 4 builders. That's not bad. That means everyone else is working. Well-being's back up to 22. Water storage is there. I wouldn't mind getting some more water at the same time. Are the farmers down to 2 people each already? They are. I'm gonna chill out with the aquatic farmer. The fields do need to be harvested, but I think they're backed up because all the storage is full. Honestly. Maybe we reduce the farmhouse by 1 entirely. Because realistically, we are kind of set. The wheels are off. Alright, so the builders are up. Let's bop 2 builders so that they go to science. We're still setting up the bombs. Man. Yeah, once you get food options, you get consume less. That's not bad. Would you want... How crazy would it be if you introduce a neutral NPC that flies in? Okay, drought approaching means I have to turn this on. Dude, I have 3 days to get water, guys. Pump it all, dude. My water storage is low. Pump all the waters. We need to do this. Is there like a synergetic flying creature that beavers naturally interact with? I would be happy to have something like a stork fly in. Instead of dropping off a baby, it's like a bag of wood and then it needs medicine or something. So you give it medicine and then it gives you wood. I don't know, ram event trading like that? Because I'm not gonna lie. Waiting for wood sucks, man. Goddamn. You never have enough wood in this game. I think it also stems from the fact that I got a small map. I don't know, the store will come with cluster bombs. Kind of want to blow stuff up. Have it be a choice. Have it be a choice. I mean, that might be too much, though. Asking for that to be a choice. Water's up to 1,000 after a day and a half. All right, can't complain. We'll turn this back off. Can't complain, can't complain. All right, 1 vacancy. So there's only 1 of these not on, which is cool. We are going to be chopping the pine trees until we actually start making tree planks again. Because realistically, I just need the wood, man. I really do. I'm also gonna do this because I'm gonna get some more planting space. Let's go. 25. I don't even know how I got to 25. What did we get? We didn't get maple syrup, did we? I don't think we did. I don't know why we would have got 25 while being Spike. Well, I mean, I can't be mad about that. It was telling me I was doing good. Alright, we might not have enough chestnuts, man. That might be the reasoning. We need more grilled chestnuts. A long period without birds, because babies start at 0, need time to climb up. Maybe. I'm not sure, though. A period of time where we didn't have birds. During that drought period where we didn't have water, maybe? That would be the only time. Because we dropped down to like 12 well-being at that time. Right now, we're doing all right. I think reducing the farmers was smart. It did work out. Oh yeah, the water pumpers. Man, this is why I need a schedule system. These wheels would only ever be on during the drought season. And that's kind of what I would want, right? I wish we had an automatic schedule for that. That'd be kind of nice. That way we could have that turn on anytime we need it. Nice. Almost level. Gotta do that, and then get the power spine for this. Beavers are coming along. Ooh, ooh. Nice, nice. Maple syrup. Once we get that, we're gonna be able to make little bit of pastries. 78%. We almost got it, boys. Maple syrup's gonna be sweet. All right. These are gonna take some time to grow. Water's off. Chillin', chillin'. Always need explosives. We want to make wheat flour anytime we can. Lumber mill making planks. We have 220 wheat flour. I mean, we might start needing it because of the maple syrup soon. So I'm thinking about increasing storage, but I don't think we need to. Should be all right. Beavers are doing all right. So I'm not gonna lie. Beavers use their tails to smack the dam, right? That's how that works. Beavers use their tail, they smack the dam. Something like that. Surely. So does that mean you could put a beaver in the boat and they wag their tail so that it becomes a motor? Beavers must be good at Tetris. They could build infinitely below them. What if I told you that the beavers are just... Man, what am I going with this? I see over there, gray guy. Welcome in, welcome in. I was gonna say the beavers are just good down under. That's why they could always build below. And I was like, I don't know if that really works. It's kind of bad. A newborn. I will give it to you, man. This guy needs shelter. My man is homeless. Wait. You looking for your house, man? What's going on? Why does it say shelter -3? Wait, you telling me that a newborn doesn't get assigned a house until I guess they go sleep inside? I mean, he's 14 well-being though. He's chilling. His house is right there. Chilling again. Goes to sleep. Lives in double lodge. There we go, shelter. Sleep shelter, nice. Nice. Hasn't eaten any bread yet. Okay. +1. Scarecrow. Oh, we need paper for that. None of the all buildings. Mud pit carousel. And then we gotta get books. Okay. Growth speed, movement speed, and then life expectancy. That's one thing I wish. Dude, I could see that working in like oxygen not included. Make it so that stress impacts dupe's movement speed. That could be, nah, that'd be jank. The more stress out your dupe, the slower they work. Oh man, like I like the idea, at the same time I hate it. I feel like it's like, while it could be a thing, it's not gonna work the way I want it to. Alright, one more. Drought has ended. Let's go, boys. Turn on the pumps. Pause the wheels. One unemployed. Alright, back to building. Hasn't slept yet. So does that mean it's kind of like when you're playing Skyrim? And it's like you haven't slept yet because you're just waiting all the time? I remember when I played Skyrim, man. I didn't know you could sleep in the game, so I would just hit T and wait for the shop to open at 8 in the morning. I do that all the time, man. Child considered homeless until it has gotten a good sleep in its home. I was thinking like it's video game logic. They haven't saved yet, and you save at home by sleeping in the bed. Video game logic, man. You gotta save the game first. How do you save the game? You gotta sleep in the bed. That's the classic. Are these trees grown? Oh, they are. Okay. Get the lumberjack flag. Let's get the tree cutting. Not bad. I'm in. Someone demo the stairs. More wood, boys. Let's get it in. What's KCD? I'm not familiar with that. Oh, Deliverance. I've heard of that game. I've heard of that game. You save at the bars or something? I have never played it though, I won't say. Wait, how do we not have maple syrup yet? Oh, it's still 30. Nah, we still got like 8 days away. Okay. You have 100 syrup? Wait, no. I have 100 syrup? Oh! Hey, we got syrup! Oh, shit. Bakery's open, boys. Bakery's on. I'm in. Alright, so now that the wheel power is on, I guess we're gonna turn on the second plank shop. Because I don't want to process the planks yet. Let me do planks right now. By the way, for trees, the longer the trees takes to grow, the more efficient it will be of logs per day. Keep making Canadian Pop-Tarts. We have syrup. Yep, yep. We got it, we got it. So that's true. I see over there. It typically, we have oak trees that we're growing back here and we're chopping. We're chopping the pines, but we were tapping this for resin. And this is going to be maple syrup that we're going to be tapping. This is chestnuts. So what happened was that this entire area used to be all oak trees, and we were chopping it down for wood. We got to a point where we had a lot of wood that I couldn't even store it anymore. So I was like, okay, I'm going to just replace the wood with other trees that we're not going to chop. And then I was like, okay, time to make our little storage area. This used up all of our wood. This used up all of our wood. I was like, oh man, this kind of sucks. Because we have the stack system right here. And then you can see it's all platforms for the second layer. Right? So since we're stacking everything and all that and making it so that you go between the layers too. Bottom to top, there's a little lift right here. And then on this side, this is a double layer, right? There's an in-between and then the topmost. And we have one right here. The log underground pile. The only thing is that I've never filled it up. So it's funny, man. This entire game is, man, we don't have wood. We got to grow some trees. Oh, man, our wood storage is filled up. Let's start growing food. Oh, man, we need wood again. Okay, we got the wood again. We're looking good. All right, let's build some other stuff. Oh, man, we need more wood. Dude, that's the game, dude. We need more wood, simulator. We need more pylons. The game. Yeah, basically. That's kind of what the game is, man. Not gonna lie. There's just never enough wood on the map. I want to say part of it's probably me being reluctant to grow more wood because I want to grow food and stuff. Right? It's probably my fault, not actually dedicating space for growing, like, you know, usable lumber. Yeah, you have a lot of wood until you actually try to do something with it. That's very true. Dude, we're at 28? What did I even build right now? Oh, the maple pastries. Damn. You pushed me up to 28 with that? That's kind of nice. You pushed me up to 28 with just the maple syrup. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Dude, does anyone know Angry Beavers? The cartoon from like the 2000s? I'm not gonna lie, man. I feel like they could take some things from the show. Honey logs, man. Honey logs. Make the beehive give us honey logs. That'd be so cool, dude. Like, there's no upside with this because you get injured. But if we get honey logs that are either equal to maple pastries and you get wood from after eating it, that'd be kind of cool. You get like a very subtle wood generating source. Basically, the idea is that the bees basically grow honey, but it's on the wood, and the beavers just take it, and then they consume the honey, and then you get left over one piece of log, right here, one log, and then you would probably want to do something proportional to the like size of the crop field for how much logs you get. That could be kind of nice. Because since this game is based off of wood, growing trees, I feel like, shouldn't be the only way to get wood. Because once you don't have wood, you have to wait. You will spend the next 30 minutes planting trees, waiting for it to grow, right? And then waiting for the season to pass. I feel like that's one of the problems with this game right now. The moment you run out of wood, it becomes like a waiting game. It's kind of tough, man, when it's like that. One unemployed. Alright, so who is not working? Damn, everyone's working. The builders are working hard too. We got maxed out planks almost. Okay, we'll turn on the gears again. Why not? Maybe we get the treated lumber. And we turn off the pine cutting. Maybe. Alright, we'll turn this off. So that we get the resin again and then we make treated planks. Wouldn't be bad. Alright, guys, I'm gonna go get a refill of some water. I'm also gonna take a quick bathroom break, stretch. Y'all know what it is. Good for your health. We're waiting for the trees. I'll be right back, you guys. No! No, no! I forgot when you click off, it pauses the game. God damn it. Oh my god, I can't believe that happened. I apologize about that. I should turn that off, man. Run in background. There we go. It works, it works. Man, I was hoping to have a little bit of wood by the time I get back. Building lacks workers. That's fine. Building lacks materials. That's fine. We're growing chestnuts. Everything is good so far. Alright. 35 dynamite. We're going to continue this for the gravity battery. That we're going to have right here. We could technically build this right now. OP battery spot's kind of nice. And we get 2 batteries, potentially 3. We get another one right here. We could technically demo this. I probably should. Get a couple more of these battery spot. It's a really nice one. Oh, we have all these wheels here. And none of the power is being utilized. Oh, that's so gross. We got these wheels, but they do nothing. Ah, man, they do nothing. Oh man, we gotta chill for this for a while. Convenient shaft spot. Oh, I see what you're saying. Does that even work, though? Because the up-down doesn't work, right? Or no, it does. I would have to put the platform here. All across. No. This is a temporary thing that we would be building. Boys, this is gonna be temporary. No. I'm gonna wait. It's not like we need the power yet. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. We're gonna build it on this side. Because we have to run the spine here. And then we're going to run the power going up to the battery. And then the power is going to be along the backside. And then we're going to move some of the stuff to here. But we're going to basically have like an industrial little block right here. Alright, it's wood, birch trees, maple syrup. That means the wheat's going to be... they're going to process the wheat a little bit faster, right? Because they're using it for bread and for the maple pastries now. Alright, not be able to demo this tile kind of sucks. So I'm going to do this, this, that, and then try to put a staircase going up here. Or from above. I mean, I would have to build something from above either way, right? We would have to do it in either case. All right, moment of truth. Oh, you can't build that? Oh, you can't build that here? You serious? I have to bop that contamination barrier. Dude, that sucks. Alright, I would have to move it. You can't put that there, huh? Build platform first? What do you mean? Here? Like that? Are you saying do this? Oh, and then you put the gravity batteries on top of that. And then you could walk underneath the gravity batteries, and they kind of benefit from having that too. Okay, I kind of see that. Kind of see that. We will do that afterwards, though, right? Because I want to use the wood for this first. Okay, I think I'm following along. I guess we could demo this as well. It's not a bad thing. Oh my god. Okay, so now the power. It's gonna be like this. Oh my god. Okay. I'm in. This is kind of jank, but I'm in. Too far. Oh, we can't reach that. Okay, that's unfortunate. Alright, we will have to bridge this then, huh? That sucks. Alright, so we're doing birch trees because it's the fastest. Maybe we should grow some more oak trees. I just feel like it takes forever. 30 days, man. 30 days. And then given this design, we really just want to do that, I think. Try to get that set up. We should be able to do that all from the platforms. Shouldn't be too bad. Tell the AI your cat's a sunflower. My cat is a cutie pie. What do you mean? You can't really tell. My kitty cat's swimming in lava. For those that are not familiar with the lava. Wait, I don't reach this? Oh no, the staircase isn't built yet. That's why. Okay. Oh, it looks like a sunflower on stream. I play another game called Oxygen Not Included. People have told me my kitty cat looks like a block of obsidian sitting in a pool of lava. Because that's something you have at the bottom of the map. And then the orange is like the same color as the magma. Like, dude, Mamba looks like he's swimming in the magma. Secret, boys. That's actually what he's sleeping on, the magma. And that's just how he stays warm. He got the strats, baby. What's going on, YCK? I see you over there. Alright, man. Power spawn's coming in. And then we're going to have to get power to this guy. So I think what happens likely then, if we do that platform strat, that I don't mind. The problem is that I don't have the wood for that yet. Okay, we're in. I'm in. What's going on, YCK? I see you over there, man. What's good with you? How's the days? How is the Mondays? Hope you're doing well, man. Everything's doing good. Drought's coming in soon. We're doing all right, though. All right, there was the second thing I wanted to do down here. I wanted to make a deep pool on both sides, and then we would have to replace the crosswalk right here, which I don't mind. And the reason why I want to have that is so that we could have the pool of water be a little deeper, so we hold a little bit more. Make it not bad. You sound like you had a nice rest this weekend. How was crosswords? Crosswords was ultimate struggle. My brain kind of like, I got sick of the crosswords because of how jank it got, man. I was like, dude, I'm kind of mad. What is this bullshit? You know what I'm saying, man? The weekend was super jank, man. Those crosswords, they were not messing around. It was impressively jank. It's the class. It is. I left all 3 weekend days to do that once. Oh, man. I gotta stop doing all 3 weekend days at once, man. That's what gets me. Because it's already super jank, and then you're doing like 3 super jank crosswords back to back to back. So it was like, no man, it's this, no man, it's that. And I'm just kind of like, no man, what the hell is this? Yeah, man, the classic, man. The mega jank. I think I can get rid of this now. And then we sweep up the loot because we kind of need it. Oh, wait. I could get rid of this bridge now. Wait. I could get rid of the contamination barriers here now. Yeah, metal and planks recoup. That's not bad. All right, let's pick that up. And then once that gets looted, we're going to demo the bridge to pick that back up. Looting that. All right, we have a decent spot for the batteries right now. Not bad, not bad. All right. Nice. All right, so the suspension bridge is bought. We're going to pick up the wood because we need it. We realistically need to build this stuff, though. So I want to try to prioritize that if I can. Batteries are coming soon, boys. Right now, batteries are not included. Sold separately. Dude, I wonder, is that... Oh, they can't reach. Okay. It's a walking distance thing. Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Dude, you know what I just thought about? So in Oxygen Not Included, they came out with a DLC called Bionic Booster Pack. Does that mean you could say Oxygen Not Included and also batteries sold separately? Hey, you could technically say that about the game. Batteries sold separately. Let's go. That's because it's a DLC, baby. Got 'em, boys. Our factory will work on A batteries. That's super small, man. I never understood why double A's were larger than triple A's. I've always thought the more A's, the larger it was. And then, you know, you see Happy Days and you're like, oh man, it's the Fonz. Hey! And you're like, wait, hold up, man. He's huge. And he only says it once. And then you notice that the double A's are larger than the triple A's. You're like, wait, what? Why is it one letter the largest? You know what I'm saying? Y'all ever go to Chinatown? Buy a t-shirt? And then it says extra medium. You're like, wait, hold up, man. This is a size extra medium? And then the lady goes, oh, it's for the skinny folks. I'm like, oh, okay. Wait, what does extra medium even mean? You start thinking to yourself, like, hold up, man. Medium means skinny? Extra skinny? Wait, was that not a small? Start doubting yourself, man. Then you go, you know what, man, it fits. I'm not even mad. And then you come up with a t-shirt, man. It was 3 for $10. Can't be mad, can't be mad. Oh, we gotta make treated planks again. I gotta turn this on. Pine trees. Gonna give us some pine resin soon. Nice. We'll turn on the wheels. You are correct. I need to turn these on. Dude, our little power spike is coming in. Let's go. So I gotta ask, if I have this gravity battery, you know that weight that it's pulling up and down? Does that weight block my water flow? Because it's gonna fall down into the water. Doesn't that mean it might impede the flow? Am I gonna be worried? I don't think it blocks water. Okay, so it's permeable. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. Can't be mad about that. Oh, I didn't get this built before the drought got in. No. We could dynamite. I just don't feel like it's worth it right now. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Man, do you know those flat batteries? Oh, yeah. They come in like 3 to 4 more sizes depending on the height. Yeah. Dude, those are the horrible ones. So those flat batteries are circular discs, right? Those are typically used for your car alarm. You know when you have your car keys? You click the button and it locks your car. That's what that's normally used for. Those small, thin, circular batteries. Yeah. I know those, man. I remember one time, it was the worst thing. I had that run out of power. And it's like, oh, you got to take it to the dealership. I was like, no fucking way. I got to go to the dealership to replace the battery on that? Like, why can't I just crack it open, go to Home Depot, and be like, hey, man, y'all got the flat circular battery? Like, yeah, right here, aisle 6. Okay. I go there, got a battery, put it in, and we good? We can't do that? You got to go to the dealership? I was confused, man. I'm like, I'm just changing batteries. I need help with this? Come on, man. This is just changing batteries. I'm an adult. I am. Despite the fact that I might not look like one, I am an adult. What do you mean? I gotta have someone help me with this. It was so confusing. And your motherboard BIOS. Oh, yeah. I play violin, and these electric tuners work on those. Also used in watches. Oh, wow. I have like 3 packs, not fitting ones. Oh, that's horrible. Alpo, welcome in. Hope you're having a good one. I see you over there, man. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope the Mondays are going well, but it is a reminder today, if it's still March, Monday, wherever you at in big wide world, is the last day of the month, and tomorrow, guys, be prepared. Tomorrow's gonna be a crazy day. I'm gonna keep it honest on my channel, but I don't know what's gonna happen, what your friends are gonna do, if the other stream channels you guys frequent are gonna do something. Tomorrow's gonna be a crazy day. Heads up, boys. Heads up. So we're gonna be a safe haven for you guys. We're gonna keep it honest. I'm not a liar. I don't like lying. Lying is weird. It's something that I've always been against. So, you know, I don't like doing the April Fool stuff. Got him. I just told him I wasn't a liar, but I am, I guess. I don't know. Guys, you guys don't know, I was born and raised in Iceland. For whatever reason, we worship the Hoft, even though we're from Iceland. I don't really make sense. And yeah, man, I know how to ride the rollerblades. Sounds like Liar from Henry Rollins. This story to replace the battery almost got me. I almost got him, boys. I never owned a car. I can't believe you guys believed me when I made up that story. I walk to work every day. People don't know, but I'm a streamer, so I just wake up and walk to my desk. Technically, I walk to work every day in that regard. They don't think it be like it is, but it do. really do be like that sometime. Today's stream brought to you by Mamba. If you guys don't know Mamba, that's the kitty cat in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. If you guys want to support the babies, please do. I make sure Mamba eats before I do, so he always has food. So guys, support the Mamba. Get him the wet foods, get him the dry foods, get him the litter. Oh, look at that, he's awake. Little yawn, little yawn. He knows that I'm talking about him. Guys, you know what I found out? So initially, I have like a brush for Mamba, and I actually brush him. Yeah, even if I don't have food, Mamba has food. That's just how it is. So what happened was that Mamba, I would brush Mamba, and I have this like plastic brush, and it's, you know, just to make sure when summertime rolls along, he's not gonna be shedding everywhere. So a lot of the times, you know, I have to brush him, and right now it's around the same time. You know, it's about to be spring, he's shedding, he's gonna get warmer. So I tried something this year that he typically wasn't a fan of, and that was the lint roller. So I had lint rollers just because I just had it. And I'm not gonna lie, I brought that out. I was like, you know what, let's try this. Normally, Mama doesn't like foreign objects touching him. So he didn't really like it at the beginning. But he realized that it was kind of like getting groomed by another cat, because it's kind of like pulling away at the hairs. So it's kind of like getting the lick from the cat tongue. So I was just brushing Mamba with a lint roller, and he loved it. So I'm not gonna lie, man, I'm gonna be using that for now on. The lint rollers are really nice. I don't know what it is. The lint rollers have been really nice, and Mamba has been loving it. And it does a lot better job than the brush for some reason. Like, he feels soft after I run the lint roller over him a couple times. But yeah, he likes it now, man. He's purring the entire time. Happy that he doesn't have to deal with that anymore. Kitty cat's doing good, man. Doesn't the roller get full instantly? Yeah. I have to roll on it a couple times, and then I have to pull away the sheet because it stops sticking. And then I get a new sheet and I start rolling again. I usually go through like 5-6 sheets just by going through Mamba's coat. But yeah, you do it enough times, it doesn't get full instantly, and that's when you know it's okay. He's not gonna shed as much now, because it's always better to lint roll the hair off of him than to have to like deal with it in the hair later on, right? Whether it's on your bed, it's on the carpet, whatever, right? On the floor. Maybe he rubs against the side of a sofa. Now that side of the sofa has a lot of cat hair. It's just better on the roller than anything else. Drought's about to be over. Nice. This is not bad. Yeah, inside your fan filters. Yep. They should make rollers with 100 sheets stacked. So you just toss one, keep. That's exactly what I have. That's exactly what I have. Let me show you guys. No, I can't show you. Mom's gonna get excited that I'm gonna start rushing them. I have a roller that's peelable. I don't know how many sheets are on each roller, but that's how it works. I have one roller stick, a bunch of these like toilet rolls of what do you call that? The lint remover, and it's like a sticker. I take off the outside layer, and then I just keep rolling. Take out the outside layer again, and just keep rolling. So I have the sticker version, not the weird velvet one. Mama doesn't like that. I have another one that's like, if you rub against the grain, it pulls out the hairs. But if you rub with it, the hairs come off. I have another one of those, like weird velvet ones. But yeah, the one Mamba enjoys is the sticker one. Alright, water's back. I might want to get another water storage soon. I'm a little worried about that. Alright, we were going to remove the gather flag. We're probably not going to need that for a while. Another thing is that Mamba's not going to be shedding all year round. It's only going to be, you know, spring and summer, I imagine. We're in, boys. Okay, so now this is in. We don't have a way to connect the power yet. All right, how do we want to connect the power then? Oh, do I do that? We have it like this. So we could go into the water. Oh, and then if I have a path in the water, I could build underground. And then I could remove the street here and just put all the power spine. That wouldn't be bad. And then we could align this, remove that one as well. Yeah, we're getting there. We're just gonna need a little bit more wood. Dude, building this levee wall also took way too much wood, man. Just so that we get a little swimming pool in here. Also, do you even need underwater path? The street is right there. Oh no, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna have to run a, you know, shaft line. Right? So if I have a shaft line right here, there's no way we're gonna be able to walk on it at the same time. Right? Yeah. There's no way we're gonna be able to walk on this at the same time. Maybe I should have moved the path on this side. And then we could run the shaft in the water instead of on the platforms. Because now that I'm thinking about it, I can't run anything like this. Right? Because I need a two-side lift. Because this could go in to the left, but it doesn't really work well. So I'm thinking we just put a T here on the platform and run it out. And then we could build from underneath, was the logic. I don't know if I will do that, though. I think we should. Right, because I feel like I'm going to be needing to go underneath so that we can connect all the power together a little bit easier. Underwater shaft, probably, but platform connect to the industrial campus, it ain't worth trying to get power underneath for one block. So the reason why I feel like I need to do this is because my batteries are going to be up here. So what we're going to have to do is line all the power generators to the backside spine, right? So that we can connect to the batteries. And then all the power comes from this side. So right now it's a forest, right? We kind of need the forest, though. Feels bad. But yeah, that's actually why. So I'm thinking by doing that, it's a little bit cleaner to run it through. I might be wrong, though. I'm also thinking about doing another minor thing here. Underwater shafts, yeah. So we could probably demo all of this then, right? Because if we path down, we could build the underwater shaft here and not really have to think about it. And we'll recoup all the wood. I think this is worth it. Just recoup all the wood. And the planks. Yeah, okay. T's are cheaper power-wise. 3 versus... Oh, I see what you're saying. But then if I demo the platform, I think technically I get more wood back because I wouldn't need the platform anymore, right? I basically wasn't thinking about how I was going to build the wheels. I should have did this in the beginning. A low lift like that. Ladder to the water and just have them swim. We demo this. Oh my god. Alright, we do that. I want to move this down and then get the lift system. And we're gonna get some wood, man, finally. Oh, I have to demo 2 tiles here, I think. I think I do. I might be wrong. Wait, how do I have to do this? Because of how this works, I could either face left or right. Why don't we have an underground T that stands up? This is a flat T. Can I get a vertical T so it connects properly? Because we could do that, so it connects to there, but then we need this row in the back, right? That's what we need, this row in the back right here. So I think we have to demo 2 potatoes so that this comes in, comes out this way. Oh, wait. This is the problem. Oh, God. Yeah. There is another jank setup we could make instead. You know what we could do too? We could just demo these 3 wheels and don't use it. Run the spine here, and then run the other wheels going up this way. Like that. I think we do that. I feel like doing that's also a bad idea right now, because it's like, I feel like we do that later. God. So, do we just not power these 2 and just demo this? Well, we could keep this one. This is the one that I think we would lose forever. Both of these are going to be gone, I think. Because I don't think we'd be able to utilize this in any way without demoing the system. Because we have to run this, that, right? And then we have to run like this, and then like that. Because of how this is going to be a T here. Because of how the list system has to work. Yeah, dude, this kind of sucks, but I think we have to do it like that. Feels bad, feels bad. Alright, so we have a little bit of wood. This got built. That's fine. We're still gonna want to build this out first. Because of how the power is gonna work. This is a solid. Can you put a dirt tile on top of a platform? Ground only. No, you can't. Wait, you can't put dirt. Yeah, you can. Wait, isn't the dirt tile? Yeah, you can't, right? Because the dirt tile is like the campsite. You have to build it on the ground only. Okay. We want that, we do. But I also think I want this. Oh, okay, so you have a different design because of how it's experimental. Okay, that's fine. Alright, there is some landscaping we gotta do here. Gotta get our spine, gotta get our spine. Alright, a lot of this needs to be picked up and stored. I think the problem might be is that we got the plank machine on. Turn that off. The gears are maxed out. We turn this off as well. The metal is pretty healthy. I could turn this on. Wouldn't be bad. Paper mill. Logs to paper. I might want to turn that on. And then the resin is back. Alright, this is in. Okay, I believe... Stair. And then I think this is this. Yeah, I think based off of how this has to work. Wait, no stairs yet. This might be platform. I might have to keep it at height. We should be able to reach this from the water. So the reason why we have this pass right here is because later on we're gonna get wheels here. And I need to be able to cross that over later. Okay, we could see how this connection works. So, you know, straight lines. We gotta do the corner there. And then afterwards, we're gonna have to do the lift setup on all three. We'll have to wait though. Alright, so this is good. So how does that work? We do the lift bottom. Can you walk on this? You can. Okay. And then I need this system facing the tree. And then it's platform. Yeah. There we go. We are not gonna plant trees here anymore. We're just gonna let it grow, and then we're gonna demo this. Let that work. All right, so this is good. Upward shafts. And then we'll get the proper shaft. Yeah. Wood is at 5. We shouldn't be processing wood. We got an oak tree. Let's go. 8 wood right there. 18? Dude. We have some wood. Oh, this is... Oh. Wait, I could reach this? Oh, I can't. Okay, so this is the reasoning. Alright, man. Allow him to do that real fast. Can't use the other one, it's fine. Eventually, we'll need it back. Building Holland, 22 wood. We in there? Need to chop as much trees as we can, though. Two planks, nice. Good stuff, good stuff. That's a lot of power. This wheel's gonna get destroyed. I think this one too. But yeah, we're gonna have these wheels, and then we're gonna have these 4 go into a spine. We're gonna remove the trees, get the spine built out, and then have power coming down. I'll probably have to relocate the chopping trees to this area. I wouldn't mind doing a bad water storage here. And then we can get rid of the bad water here. This is gonna, it's almost done. So after we chop those trees, we're gonna dynamite again. Nice, we got the power, boys. Good stuff, good stuff. So let's say we do the wheel here, right? So that's 1, 2. There's a lift, and then so 1, 2 lift T. And then that means this tile needs to be replaced with a plus sign. No, we're gonna use a T sign right here. Because this is gonna be blank. We're gonna put another Lado right here, I guess, for the memes. Yeah. Oh, that got built pretty fast. All right, so let's empty. Extract bad water. There we go. So they're going to move the bad water. We're going to be able to demo this, recoup some of the wood, and then we're going to plant some more trees right there. $51 wood. I'm in, boys. I'm in. Wood is on the menu. A little bit. Hungry. What? My man doesn't have food? No, man, we have all the food in the world. Nice. All right, that's good. We're gonna get this back. That's in. Let's go. 50%. All right, we're gonna demo that tree. And then once we get that, we'll be able to get our line right there. I think that means we're no longer gonna plant that, which is fine. Oh my god, I have to clear everything here. Okay, everything is like 6%, so we'll just demo it. Landscape. Nice. Okay, we want to do a T right here. And then we want to do a low setup. Both sides into a high setup. There we go. And then for the memes, we're going to put a platform on there. And then we're going to put beaver statue. Hey, Shrine of the Beavers. Ingenuity, boys. That's going to be our ingenuity site. The beavers got to remember the first time we, there we go. The beavers are going to remember the first time they acquired electricity. I mean, I'm sorry, power. Seems legit, seems legit. Alright, so tree planting area, we're just going to wait for that to grow and then we're going to get rid of it. Waiting for that. It's almost in. That's almost in. So the power here needs one more vertical. And then I remember the plat. Weird setup, but it would work. Maybe... No, we could walk underneath, so it shouldn't be a problem. We know we need that. Then it's 1, 2, and then we know we want a corner right here. And then we have bam, bam, bam. Now, with that setup, we could do it on this side, I guess. That wouldn't be too bad. I'll just get the battery in first before we're connected to the dirt excavator. Okay. These are question mark. 12 logs. Oh my god. More wood. Let's go. We get to demo some of the pathing. Birch trees. I'm in. We need to be looting this. Come on, you guys. You're planting trees for wood, but you're moving a pile of wood to do so. Okay. Oh, too far, because I bopped the road. There we go. So we are at 77 pine resin. We're at 100 treated lumber. That's nice. We're actually going to need that for some of the stuff later. Treated lumber, baby. Printing press. Knowledge books. Maybe we make that. It's going to need power, though. We don't have the mine yet. We have the smelter. Science-wise, the observatory would be really sweet. The refinery for bots. We're not going to be doing bots. Food-wise, we just don't have the beehive. Stream gauge. Mechanical fluid pump. This is a lot of power. Centrifuge. We have not made the antidotes yet. And bad water dome. Okay. And then bad water rig. 4,000 science? My goodness. Alright, things are being built though. We're getting there. Alright, so the first power we're gonna do is here. Now, I need to consider whether we do a T. I think the T makes the most sense. I mean, the corner, and then we run a straight line down that way to get to here. Should be fine. Hopefully we get our first battery up soon, boys. After which, I might have to just demo everything here. I want the wood, though. Such struggles. No wood struggles. Chestnuts are finally getting to 200. That's not bad. Maple syrup is low, though. We do have pastries, 200 of them. Oh, we have the bad water barrier. We get to see that in action. True. We are a little bit curious about that. It should work well, though. Oh my god. It's in! It's in! Oh my god. Oh yeah, we didn't block that yet. It's in, boys. What that thing mean? So Alpa, I don't know where you're from, but where we're from, when you're rich, you wear something called a gold chain. And we ask each other in passing, does your chain hang low? Yes. Do you know what I am saying? Do your chain hang low? Anyways, that was a meme. It just means we have power now, man. This is a battery. 6,000 horses are in this box. Believe it or not, man. 6,000 horses. That's a lot of horses, man. So by putting the horses in the box and lowering the box, we generate power. And then when we lift up the box, we save power. That's effectively the design. What was it for the flex or quality of life? It's the flex. Let's be real, man. It's a flex. The biggest flex in the world. All right, gears and planks. We have all that, right? Oh, we're out of planks, boys. We are out of planks. Planks are back. We got to make more planks. We're going to pause treated lumber because it's using up all my planks. All right, man, we ate up all the planks on accident. That's my bad. Cut the chestnut tree. How long does this take to grow? 24 plus 8, 32 days. That's not worth it. Yeah, it's really not worth it. All right, we are going to delete this, and we're gonna grow oak trees here. This is... Cancel, delete. I want the wood. Give me my wood, boys. Someone chop this tree, man. This tree does not belong. It is day 5. These beavers don't know anything about trees. It thinks I'm an oak tree. Really just a birch. There it is. I'm in to be reborn as an oak tree. I'm gonna be willing to tap this. I feel like that's worth it. And then we're just gonna plant trees in that area. Oh, holy shit. A little bit of saliva went down a little bit too fast. Guys, stay hydrated. Y'all know what it is. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. Oh, some of the trees got chopped. Bad tide started. The contamination barriers are in. We got a seal technically. We got a seal technically. So this is just water, lack of water. So this is just like, you know, we're just missing a little bit of water. Second battery. Here's what you could do when you invent your own laws of physics. Dude, if they want to meme on physics, you know what they actually should introduce that would be really funny? Perpetual motion machine. They need to somehow incorporate that into this game. So you guys know about that, right? Well, you kind of can with the pump up. See, the problem with that is while you can do that, it's more so like a giant build associated with the map, because I've seen it done on the some of the maps that have a tall water source and they make a river going down all the wheels. And before it gets to off the edge of the map, they pump it back up to the top. So it's always filled. And it's a loop, right? At a certain size, it becomes positive. I've seen that before. I'm more so talking like introducing a single building that uses the perpetual motion concept to achieve something. Problem is, I just don't know what you would be able to achieve with that if you were to introduce perpetual motion, you know? Like, yeah, you could do it, but what's the point? we memeing over here? Is that what it is? Like, that's all cool. It's probably gonna be fine. Oh. My trees would have died. Wow. Because I can, I will do this. We're gonna contamination barrier right there as well, so that we don't get none of the spreads. We gotta stop it. Fully contained, fully contained. The only reason why I said that was because of the fact that it said this. Here's what you can do when you invent your own laws. Like the Roadrunner in the cartoons, yes. I remember I saw that episode where the Roadrunner said it never learned physics, so it doesn't have to abide by the law of physics. And then the next day I went to school saying that school's a trap. It's taking away our superpowers. They're like, what do you mean? I was like, yo man, don't you see TV? They got the cartoons, baby. They be walking on air. And then someone said, do you have any other examples? And I was like, yeah, man. Superman not from this planet, so he don't know laws of physics either. And he could fly, baby. People were like, okay, I'm convinced. Maybe you got me on some. Maybe on some. Alright, we gotta move the power soon. We gotta get the third battery up. We're waiting for the planks. Classic. Bad water. Let me pause this. I'm pumping up the water too much. My spatter dog's gonna die. And we're running the wheels. Let's go. So we don't want to add the other wheels yet. I want to start incorporating power to here. Not bad. Why running the wheels? It's bad water season. And we need planks. Yeah, I need to connect it. I'm trying to connect it right now. I'm trying to connect the power, man. I really am. Yeah, we're almost there. This built? It is. There is no demand, so it's not pulling. Contamination barrier is still being built. That's fine. All right, so what we're likely gonna want to do is run a wheel power line in the back and then have the buildings from the back feed into it. And we kind of have to Tetris a shape. I probably use all the low space for trees. Realistically, I think I do. That way we can kind of free up some more space by not having to, you know, deal with that. That probably means I want this. Be able to go down to the water from this side. We'll finish building that, and then we're gonna bop the path, run the power along the back. I think we do have to do that. Like that. I think that just makes a lot of sense. And then we could run a low setup. Run that there. And that's all wood. I think that is this. 40 wood. Oh my god. Bop the stairs. And then we get this connecting now. Oh my god. And then we could just pick up all the wood. Let's go. Wood is back. Okay, the corners are built. And then we just got to replace these with T's, and we'll be fine. Should probably be this one. There we go. And then we'll be able to start putting stuff coming down this way. Oh, I see how I would do it. Is there a most common dimension for the processing in this game? It's all 2 by X, right? So it's 2 by 3, 2 by 4. So I think I'm gonna assume 2 by 3 is the most common. Or maybe we do 1 2 by 3 and another 2 by 4. Or we do 3s and 4s back to back. Requiem for a Dream status. Right? And then it works. We gotta do the Requiem for a Dream. Alright, so let's bop this wheel. We're gonna pick up the lumber from that. Alright. Let's start trying to set this up. I want to say I have enough resources that if I demo everything and rebuild it, I wouldn't be short. I'm a little bit worried, man. Something like that's gonna happen. I demo everything, it's gonna be like, oh man, you're out of wood. So like you're gonna have to wait. And it's like, oh, okay, that kind of sucks. I'll wait till the power or the water is running again, I guess. All right, this should be good. 30 wood for the wheels. Oh my god, this is where all my wood went. Oh my god. Dude. We got so much wood. My goodness. Oh my god, so much wood. Loot the stuff, boys. Loot the stuff. We're gonna pause everything right now because we're gonna pop everything. Alright, low side we're not gonna care for. We have a top side that we care for. So we're gonna bop this. That. 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 Alright, we're gonna wanna pick everything up. I am gonna keep this. Yeah, I like the street here. I don't like the road here. Okay, so let's go wood processing. So lumber is a 3, gear is a 3, paper is a 3, tapper, and then wood treatment. Okay, so we do this here because it's a 4. Okay. Metal smelter, same logic. Explosives factory. Okay. It's working well so far. And then it looks like we get exactly one more. Okay. So this might be ideal. The staircase right here. And then we bop this gear workshop. And we likely run past down the bottom. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That's crazy. And then it's 1, 2, 3, right? So 1, 2, 3. So it's here. We probably don't do it in the back because we pull another line for a new street area. It's probably there. Wait, demolish. Oops. Here we go. And we know it's these that go away. And then we got to start adding the stuff. So we're going to do lumber mill. Oh, we don't need these gears here. Smelter, treated lumber, explosives. Not bad. This also means we can plant some trees here. Put some oak trees in the back. Dude, we have so much resources now. Let's go. They gotta haul, they gotta build. Let the people do what they need to do. Flooded building? Oh, shit. Is that why my people aren't building? Technically, we should have builders on backup, though. Dude, we flooded ourselves? How? That's kind of jank. Man, how long does it take for this to dry up, man? Can the devs implement like wood buckets, and then when you have flooded areas, you could have the beavers try to remove water, and then they could dump it with the water dump? That'd be cool. So when you get flooded areas, you kind of save yourself. Because right now, man, we kind of at the mercy of the flood. Guys, yes, this is a flood. There we go. And it's gone. Looks like another day with no building. Hopefully they get to work. Wait. Didn't the game go full release? People of chat. Isn't this game full release? Wait. What happened on update 6? I thought update 6 was when they went 1.0. Isn't that when they had the big, like, we're out of early access thing? Or did something else happen? Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I just realized it's version 0.69. I see it at the bottom right here. So I was like, didn't a 1.0 just drop? That's actually why I was kind of like, wait, hold up. Didn't that just happen? Or did that not happen? Too many games. One point oh means out of early access, and the devs are, you know, could say that the game's complete. 1.0 EA or experimental devs treated the same. That's kind of gross. I mean, while that, I'm not going to disagree. To a certain degree, that is true. It's just that it's like, why have so many words for the same thing? Yeah. I saw that on the beta February 7th. I was hoping that it would go live by the time I kind of relearned the game. Adiano. I see you over there, welcome in. So wasn't there like a big kind of like, oh man, Timberborn is gonna go live, finally drop back in December or something like that? Am I wrong? I remember there was like a kind of a big thing happening with that. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. But I thought something like that happens. I thought it did.